Hello all, I am Rajesh Kumar, the founder and the chief trainer of Idunavo. Welcome you all in the 5G L2 and L3 mastery classes. So this class is entirely divided into four parts. First, we'll cover the Mac. Then next, we'll proceed with the RLC. Next, PDCP. And then finally, we will delve into the RRC layer. That is part of the L3 layer. Okay, so first let's go with the Mac layer and let's see that what are the contents it has and what we will learn in this course. Okay, so here is the course contents. So first I will discuss the course contents and then we'll proceed with the each respective module. Okay, so course contents, if you see, there are 9 modules as defined in the Mac layer. Okay, so module 1 is about the function and which is defined by the 3GPP in the spec 38.321 clause 4.4. So here we will discuss about that in module 1 we'll discuss about the mapping between logical and the transport channel. We'll also discuss about the multiplexing, Mac PDU and onto the transport block. Then third we will cover about the demultiplexing and the seedling information reporting, how it can be done. Then fourth we will discuss about the error correction via the HARC mechanism and the logical channel priority, that how priority works on the logically. And then finally the fifth part, here we will discuss about that priority handling between overlapping resources and radio resource selection. So entire focus will be in the module 1 is for 5 concept. Then module 2 we will proceed with the random access procedure, and this is very critical to understand it. Okay, so we will discuss about that why random access procedure. We'll discuss that the types of random access procedure. We'll discuss about that how UE basically knows that when and where it has to send the preamble, what is preamble, why only 64 maximum preamble has defined maximum in the any cell, right? So that all things we will know, that how UE calculates the initial timing advance, right? How UE calculates the power, initial power for the MSG1 message, and then what is the MSG2 contents, right? So we'll discuss each and every detail, that how the timing advance GNODB calculates, how it sends the other information like TCR and TI it sends, right? Then it's uplink seedling grant it has sent, right? So we'll discuss in the very detail. Module 3 will contain the 5G Mac BSR status report and the selection. So we'll discuss about what is buffer status report, when you use the buffer status report, right? And types of the buffer status report, how we will know that which buffer status is being used. If UE send the buffer status, then what should be the response of the GNodeB, how GNodeB respond, what should be the flow between UE and the GNodeB. So all these stuff we will discuss in the module 3. Then module 4 will be aligned with the 5GNR BFR and the RLF. So BFR is beam failure recovery mechanism and the RLF is radio link failure. So RLF everybody must know it, but beam failure concept is introduced in the 5G for especially for the millimeter wave. So we'll try to understand difference between BFR and the RLF, how beam failure triggers, based on what criteria. If failure triggers, then what should be the recovery mechanism, UE2, how the L1 and L2 interact, right, to point out that the beam failure has triggered. Okay. Then module 5 will entirely discuss on the HARC operation procedure. So we'll discuss what is the difference between the LT HARC process and the NR HARC process. The types of HARC we will discuss. Then module 6 is all about the seedling request, and again this is very important. As we know, the seedler decides on the MAC layer, right? So based on what criteria seedler allocates the resource, what are the factor, what are the parameter which plays the role for the seedler to decide the seedling request to allocate it. Module 7 is about the power headroom. Again, it's very important that what does it mean by power headroom? How many types of power headroom are there? Based on power headroom, how seedler decides the resource allocation. So we'll discuss. Module 8 is about the DRX. DRX is discontinuous reception. This feature is very important from the UE uh, power saving perspective. Okay, so we'll see that the types of the DRX, CDRX, we have the EDRX, we have, then how its functionality triggers, where the parameter we will configure, how GNode be informed to the UE, and based on that how UE acknowledge, right? So we'll discuss about this one. Then last module 9 is about the BWP operation, bandwidth part operation. So this is the feature which introduced in the NR, and we will see that why 3GPP introduced, the types of BWP, and why BWP is introduced, how BWP switching will be triggered, how many types of 3GPP has defined the switching. So all stuff we will discuss here. So thank you. We'll see you in the module 1.